Are you a small business owner in downtown Houston facing a contract dispute? Here's what you need to know before you take the next step. The main thing is that you hire the lawyer, not the firm. And you might be surprised to hear this, but there's a lot of large companies out here that understand just that. And especially if it's a smaller dispute. The worst thing you can do is hire some firm that probably shouldn't even take the case, and they staff it with three attorneys that are double and triple billing everything. And the partner's rate's probably close to 1,000, and even the associate's rate that doesn't know anything is like $500 or $600, maybe even more. Next thing you know, it's death by attorney on a smaller dispute. This might work for like a $10 million dispute, but for $100,000 dispute, even $1 million dispute, the economics of commercial litigation, if you get killed by your attorney through the legal bills, you probably lose just by virtue of spending more than the other side. So smart corporate clients, they go out, they hire a lawyer with really great experience that was from a really great firm. And now they charge lower rates in a more boutique environment, and they just go out and take out the other side. I did this when I hired a lawyer personally for my divorce. I didn't hire the biggest and best law firm in town. I hired a lawyer that I knew that wasn't scared to go to trial, that had trial experience, and that wasn't going to overwork the case. Sometimes these lawyers are just scared and they overwork the case and they spend time on silly little things. I'm thinking of even one example, and it's one of our favorite strategies. With the client's permission, do next to nothing on the case. This is a case that we know we're on the defense side, and we know that we're not going to win on summary judgment. There's so many fact disputes that this case is either going to go to trial or it's going to settle. We know most cases settle. So we'll just respond to discovery. We'll present ourselves for deposition. We'll do everything that we're required to do in the case, but we're not going to send a bunch of discovery. We're not going to take the other side's depositions. It really doesn't matter. We're not scared. We'll go to trial. And again, the client needs to understand that there's some risk in doing this, but the benefit is that the client doesn't have to spend much getting to trial, and we know the other side's probably not going to want to go to trial. And in all those situations where we've employed that strategy, the other side has settled with us close to trial. They just dismissed us from the case completely, but we know they're going to settle. And us overworking the case isn't going to get them to settle. In some situations, not all of them, which is why you need an experienced commercial litigation attorney to evaluate your case with you, and an attorney that isn't just looking to make money off you, that's willing to do things on the cheap, which means them doing less work on the case, but as part of an overall strategy. So that's the main takeaway. If you're in downtown Houston, if you're in the Houston area and you're a small business owner and you're facing a contract dispute and you're figuring, who should I have guide me on this issue?